Hey everyone, Swordsman here. Welcome to the Crimson Sakura Lounge. Come on in, my dear friends. There's a chair and a drink waiting for you. First off, let me take a moment to apologize for the recent post that I put on Blue Sky. That one was more of a personal rant that I just wanted to get out of my chest. If you want to know, you can check it out in the link in our description below. It's mostly just me ranting and raving about personal things on my life that really translate into how I feel over the last couple of weeks. That being said, I'm going to do my best to not drag my negativity around for you guys. I know everyone has their own problems, so I'm going to do my best to make this a very fun stream. Speaking of which, you may have noticed that today in the Crimson Sakura Lounge, we're going to do something a little more differently. I figured we'd dedicate this 1 week to just reading nothing but Umineko. I feel like we are pretty much getting into a pretty long and short of it. And, well, I feel like it's only a matter of time before we actually start getting towards the end. Because I kind of want to move on to some other projects later on. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to try and finish games like Galarians and Omori. But for now, we're going to focus strictly on Umineko. Because why the hell not? Just getting a little bit of subs in me. I was actually outside not too long ago and realized it was getting somewhat colder. Which is baffling to me because earlier it was pretty warm later in the month, and the temperature is just sort of fluctuating now. Also, for those of you who are wondering if I have anything planned for April Fools, I do not. Mostly because I don't feel like being a dick online. No, it's not that. I'm just... I can never come up with a good prank, so that's why. Plus, I feel like April Fool's Day is just everyone's excuse for being not so nice to each other, so I kind of don't participate in that. If you do, that's your business. I got nothing against it. That said, when it comes to streaming, I like to keep things varied. Not today, though. We're gonna do a whole week dedicated to Umineko. Maybe next week we'll dedicate it to Higurashi, although, based on what I've seen so far, it feels like we're getting to the upper end of the story on Chapter 3. So who knows if we'll transition to Chapter 4. Unless you guys are tired of that kind of thing, we might take a break from it and try something else. I do have a few other ideas planned out, but they really were meant for just to be a one-off thing, so I don't know how I want to do that. What I do know is that upon reading Umineko, I realized that the fan base is still pretty alive and well. What isn't alive and well is any update on Seconia when they cry. And believe me, I tried looking for anything, everything about it. I found no news at all. Which is crazy to me because the writer Rukishio7, since he's being hired to do the writing for Silent Hill F, it makes me wonder that he would have had more than enough time to write Phase 2. Now, I'm going to err the side of caution, and I'm going to say that maybe he wants to take a break from that. And I know so many people are very, very, very cynical about there ever being a Phase 2. We still haven't gotten any sort of update on it so far. We don't even know if it's still in the works. So, we're just going to have to assume it's on hold. And we'll just leave it at that. I have been looking around to see if there was any news about it. But the most I found was a community post on Steam, dating back all the way to January of 2024. On Sakonia right now, with all the bad things happening in the world, Ryukishi isn't sure that it's a good time to write such themes as an entertainment. He's still searching for an answer inside of himself. So the consensus is that he kind of realized that today's economic sort of environment probably isn't the best time to write about certain tragedies like, people being used in war, machines replacing people in war, political instability, rebellion against authority, the youth pretty much overwhelming the old generation, as it were, and people sort of playing their sort of insider wars with each other. So I at least gotta give him credit for not jumping the gun. At the same time, though, I feel like it's gonna be a long time before it's even remotely safe for anybody. So why break a habit of a lifetime? I mean, yeah, I can see why he would be cautious about that, and why he would want to not make the people uncomfortable with his work. At the same time, though, I do feel like he's being a little too cautious. You know how people usually say no risk, no reward? I stand by that notion. For the sole purpose that we definitely have our fair share of issues, but we also have our fair share of non-issues. Sometimes you need to have boundaries to push through them. And sometimes, if you can't laugh at a bad situation, what else can you do, right? With that said, we're gonna move on from that and look at something else. So far, I've been having a lot of fun with Umineko. I didn't think I would like it as much as Higurashi, but surprisingly, I found myself enjoying it. There's a lot of themes that I was not expecting being played out. A lot of the characters are very varied. And I do like the idea of the wealthy class being seen as the main focus, rather than being more of the antagonist kind of side, even though it seems like a majority of them look like they might be plotting something against each other. Also, shotguns. I recently found out that everyone and their mother is packing lots and lots of shotguns in Umineko. Which, if you think about it, probably not the best way to solve a sibling rivalry, or trying to figure out how to collect an inheritance from your very alcoholic, probably crazy old man of a person who is willing to kill everyone and everything just for the sake of seeing a very unusual witch for one last time, just to see him smile. Which is romantic in a way, but also it also feels a little crazy? Question mark? I mean, it's all crazy. What am I talking about? We're talking about a wealthy class of people going to a private island once a year, basically to see how everyone's doing. And it's pretty much going the direction everyone expects it to. That's not to say that I was holding out that there was going to be a saint. I went in on this knowing that there probably will be some sort of a serial killer with a split personality. We haven't seen it yet. Keyword, yet. But if I know Ryukishi as well as I think I know him, which is not very much at all, he likes to play tricks not only on the protagonist, but the audience. You notice his way of storytelling, in which he brings you in with very little context. You then get more context when you learn more about it from the previous chapter. They then add on to it, and it's like the characters are retaining the information from the other chapters and carrying it on to the next, almost as if it was common knowledge. And then they sort of do a back and forth kind of thing. I don't know if that's what he's going for with this series, but if he does, I would be impressed, because I do like that kind of method of storytelling. That's not to say that I'm expecting a happy ending. Oh no. I went in this knowing fully well what to expect. Ryukishi is very good at deceiving the audience. So I am ready to see just how does he plan to torture the protagonists further. This one is definitely interesting because not only are the children getting involved, but also some of the adults of the families they're in. Which you would think would add to more tension, and it does. Because in Higurashi, you're mostly seeing it in the perspective of kids who are all isolated in a very small village. Now you're seeing it in the perspective of wealthy families in a small island. They're both definitely different, but similar in the same way. Also, they have this running theme going on where they can, where you can see characters from the previous games in their series. If you remember, in Sakonia, we actually see Takao Mio, and it seemed like that was a sort of a running gag thing. They also hinted that Tomatake-san was there as well, albeit as a very disgruntled and carefree kind of general. From what I heard, you can meet someone else over there that's from Higurashi. I don't know how true that is. We'll see. Also, mostly because we're doing nothing but Umineko, I'm actually in the works of getting the Answers arc, just in case somehow we end up finishing episode 1. albeit what am I saying? Episode 1. The questions arc much sooner than later. I don't think we will. Because there seems to be a lot going on that would take a lot of context. If we do, though, rest assured I am prepared. Now, I'm probably not going to do this kind of thing very often. In fact, I only had the idea last night because I thought it seemed like a little annoying to juggle 40 different games in 1 week. So I figured, why not stream one thing an entire week? We'll see how that pans out with everyone. I don't know how much people will enjoy that, but you know what? I'm game to try it if you are. Now then. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, right. So, if you haven't seen lately, our book, Scavs, recently got a price deduction. Before, it was $24, and now we cut it down to $18. And it's going to be that way all the way through April 29th. So that means for 1 whole month, you could purchase Scavs at a discounted price, which I feel like is a good deal. If you are interested in purchasing this, you can find the link in social media or in the description below. And with that in mind, I think now would be a good time to get ourselves ready. So we're going to take a short intermission and get ourselves situated so we can prepare ourselves for the game. So, get yourself something to eat, something to drink, go to the bathroom, get some chores done. We'll be back in just a moment. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that, folks. Had to get started on dinner. I also have a timer going off, so in 20 minutes I'll have to dip out to get the chicken out of the oven. But anyways, let's see what today's game has for us in store. Oh man, I am tired. You wouldn't think I'm tired, but I'm tired. Now then, we're all settled in for the night. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Alright. Let me just change the category real quick. A little shrinkage right here. A little bit more. Oh, what's going on? My mouse is having a seizure. Why is my mouse having a seizure? my mouse doesn't want a mouse right now. Alright, hold on. Come on. Come on. Nope, that was the keyboard. Okay, that one's the mouse. Let me just figure out how to... Okay, it still doesn't want to do it. Alright, hold on. What's going on here? Ah! It doesn't want to do anything. Come on. Alright, my mouse is really having a fit right now. It doesn't even want to work. Ah! No, come on. Alright, this isn't working. I'm really gonna have to do this. Okay, I literally have no choice but to restart my computer, so I guess I'll be back in a little bit, guys. Sorry about this.